Chat, there was a roguelike deck builder that came out, and now I can't find it. I need you to help me find it, because for some reason, you have an encyclopedic knowledge of games that have come out that have 13 Steam reviews. It came out, like, this week. It's like, kind of survival horror-y. It's the graduation day of your high school, and you're in a haunted hotel trying to get to the 13th floor. The spirit lift, you hero. Spirit lift. Who did that? Find the person that said the spirit lift. Came out January 27th, 100% positive reviews with 25 reviews. Retro horror, roguelike deck builder set in a haunted hotel in the 1990s. We give that a try. Any day of the week, we give that a try. Add to cart. Chat, I feel bad. I don't really have any anecdotes from laser hair removal. If you bought into the Giesling propaganda, you're going to be very disappointed. I shaved my back before the appointment. It took a while, but otherwise went fine. I guess I'm more flexible than I thought. And then I showed up for the laser hair removal appointment, and she was like, wow, you did a pretty good job shaving your back. And then she hit my back with the lasers, and she was like, does it hurt? And I said, not really. And that was basically it. We tried to tell you it wouldn't be that bad. You're talking to the wrong guy. I was like the leader of the camp. It won't be noteworthy at all. Daniel, and it's even more hilarious looking back, Daniel told me, don't you want to be under general anesthetic? Which is insane. He asked if I was going to be put under to have the laser hair removal. He really thought this was going to be like a Auric Goldfinger type torture device or something like that. Men are cowards sometimes. That is true. I don't want to brag. I'm not like other men. The laser tech did say, I have a really high pain tolerance. Which, I bet she doesn't say that to every client. Is it because you almost died that one time? No, I think it's because I have the type of neurotypicalness that's like, you know how some people with my condition are like, I can't wear fuzzy shirts because it feels too uncomfortable. I'm like the opposite. It's like I feel like my nerves are kind of dead. Same thing. Everyone's out here trying to cultivate like the most sensitive palate of all time. I am like blowing my tongue out with bold flavors. Let me get the French laundry with the piri piri sauce, please. I need the volume turned the fuck up. What about Velvet? Different story. Velvet shouldn't exist. Like eating anything else after salt and vinegar chips? That's fucking true, bro. If you're having salt and vinegar chips, it better be the last thing you're eating in that session. You would not get salt and vinegar chips as an appetizer and then be like, okay, it's time for the bouillabaisse. Not feeling anything is a common symptom of autism. Okay, Yeti, is it also a common symptom to type the same thing 50 times even though I read it the first time? Chat ain't moving that fast, man. We all saw it. Yes, it is. I believe that. I've been chasing that same dragon myself from time to time. Sometimes it feels good as fuck to type the same thing. Me and Apollo's chat when he plays Valorant. How come the op sound like this? : boom, : Did the shirt feel weird on your back this morning? Nope. And can I tell you something else? I Googled, should you exercise after laser hair removal? And all the Reddit comments said, no, do not do it. Wait 72 hours. So I thought about texting my tech and going, hey, can I exercise after doing this? But then I played the tape forward and I thought she might say no. So instead, I just sent it and everything's fine because it is not a real medical procedure. I'm going insane. It literally doesn't hurt at all. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. It's literally, at worst, sort of feels like they're giving you an itch somewhere. Not a scratch, but they're giving you a little itch somewhere. And then it disappears in a millisecond. Now, okay, on your back, maybe. I do. She was telling me about some fellas getting manzillions, and I was like, I don't know if I'm the type of fella that would get a manzillion. I think the Phillips One blade is kind of all right for that. But on the back, it's nothing. A what? A manzillion? I believe a manzillion is like they shave... imagine you were wearing briefs. Not boxer briefs, but briefs. I think they laser everything the briefs touch. Balls? Yeah, I think they do. I think they do get the balls. Yeah. The penis? Just the parts of the penis that have hair. So the part where it touches the balls and then maybe a few stray ones on the way up. Tip hair? I don't have hair on the tip of anywhere on my body. It's the only place I don't have it. Fingertips, tip of my head, tip of my toes. Honestly, this sounds crazy. If I had hair on the tip of my penis, it probably at this point would have just been like eroded due to the rubbing of the cycling bib against the tip. Hey man, please stop. You might be a baby. You're right. I shouldn't be talking about this stuff. You're right. You might be a baby, but you're right. You're only allowed to talk about parts of your body. There's about 80% of your body you can talk about. The other 20% of your body, you're supposed to pretend that it does not exist. Your butthole, your penis and balls, the hole in the tip of your dick, where all the shit comes out of, the space between the hole and the balls as well. Any body hair for sure. Putting your finger in like a door jamb and then letting go of the door handle so your finger gets turned into like hamburger. Putting a golf pencil between your toe and your toenail and then kicking a brick wall as hard as you can. Please stop. Somebody you're at the 4th of July and an errant firework goes up your butthole, but it has like a long wick, so it just keeps burning and going. But it's like it's not actually going up your butt; it's just trying to get up your butt, and it's making all sorts of funny noises, like sparks coming out of your ears. That would be fucking funny. That would be fucking funny if a firework lodged itself in your butt and sparks came out of your ears. Where do you think Giannis is going? Probably the Cheesecake Factory. If anybody needs a salary, If anybody needs a salad, because I was going to say salad and calories within one sentence. If anyone needs a salad with 1,900 calories, it's a professional basketball player, man. Why have a salad at that point? Controversial opinion. Tastes good. I want to like salad so bad. Try putting some dressing on it, man. It helps. Honestly, like a 1,500 calorie salad tastes a lot better than a lot of 1,500 calorie dishes. Because to make a salad 1,500 calories when lettuce is like nearly zero, it's the dressing. They got some bread-based stuff in there, maybe croutons or tortilla strips or something like that. Throw in half an avocado, whole chicken breast, maybe a crispy chicken breast or something like that. You get a lot of good stuff in a 1,500 calorie salad. 1,500 calories is crazy though. That's all right, just post your abs. Now 1,500 calorie fruit salad would be crazy. That's true. Tell them, you're right. 1,500 calories is a lot, don't get me wrong. You must be in crazy shape. I just watched Punch Drunk Love. I want to eat some pudding. It is crazy, bro, because like honestly, you feel what Barry Egan is feeling in the grocery store. So at first you're like, bro, $1.49 for a frozen meal? That ain't too bad. This guy's going to be going to Australia on those frequent flyer miles. Then he gets to the soup and it's like 3 for $5 or something. And you're like, damn, this is fucking gas, man. Like this guy might be able to just live on an airplane. Then he gets to the pudding and you're like, oh, fuck. 4 for $1? Then they start flicking him, start saying some shit like it's going to take 6 to 8 weeks to process. Man, fuck you. Paul Thomas Anderson ranking. Not yet. I've only seen 3 of them. I have a lot more to go. I've seen Punch Drunk Love and One Battle After Another and Inherent Vice. So obviously I need to see There Will Be Blood. I need to see Boogie Nights. I need to see Phantom Thread. And then after that you get into the Master, Licorice Pizza. There's a lot of good ones in there. Oh, I have seen Magnolia. That's true. I have seen Magnolia. I've seen 4. But before I do that, I'm 70% of the way through Sentimental Value. So I'm going to finish that during Chicken Potato today. And I feel like after that, I should just run through the 2026 Best Picture nominees, man. I've seen Begonia, Sinners, One Battle After Another. Almost done with Sentimental Value. Secret Agent, Train Dreams. These are very easy to see. Marty Supreme's coming to video on demand on like February 2nd or something like that. I feel like F1's pretty easy to see as well. So ranking so far, top of the list is one battle after another by like it's gap in the opposition at this point. Begonia, of the ones I've seen, Begonia at the bottom, but I still liked it. Sinners above that. And I feel like you know, be mad if you want. Sentimental Value is going to be above Sinners. I really feel like Sinners is a great movie, but it's like the first half of it is like an awesome movie, and then the second half of it is not as good. Not bad, but not as good. It's like almost everything that happens before the Wikipedia article really kicks off is great, and then the Wikipedia article finally having something to write about actually brings it down to a little bit more of like a conventional film. But still good. Jesse Plemons, so good. Did he play Preacher Boy? I do like Begonia, to be clear. I do like Begonia. It is a little crazy to me as nominated for Best Picture, but I do like. I gave it a 3.5, and unlike the cowards out there, I loved the ending as well. F1, I'm gonna be pissed off if I validate your opinions and I watch F1 and become obsessed with the movie F1. I'm gonna be pissed off, man. If I end up fully sublimating myself in the middle-aged dad mode and I start telling people, have you guys seen F1? F1? No, it's really like, it's probably one of the best movies I've ever seen. Watch Rush? Yeah, I saw it. I saw it 10 years ago when it came out. You're right, though. You should watch Rush. I'm glad, if I may, I'm glad that you're applying the same logic to movies that the most annoying people on Earth apply to games. Which is, why are you playing new game that came out when there's a similar game that came out a long time ago that you could just do instead? We don't need this. We don't need this at all. There's already something that's kind of... A story thematically similar to this has already been told. Tell news stories and/or take my favorite anime and release it in American theaters. Tell news stories or make a sequel to K-pop Demon Hunters faster. Please, we need to see what happens to Rumi and the Honmoon. What the ending of K-pop Demon Hunters presupposes is that the Honmoon keeps the world safe from demons forever, into perpetuity. What the existence of a sequel suggests is... maybe it didn't. Just something to think about. I am Wilson posting. Wilson! Wilson! I don't understand. Unc was so pressed. It's just a volleyball, bro. You could just get another one, man. It's not even a big deal. I cried when he threw the volleyball away. Everything wrong with our consumerist society, man. He lost a possession and you started to cry. That's embarrassing, man. I cried when he got off the island because I was like, he had almost discovered himself. He had come so close to actually digging deep enough to discover the true nature of his character, and then he's like, nope, I'm gonna take the easy way out and get off the island. I'm gonna get off the island with a homemade raft and an oar made of a bunch of old FedEx packages or something like that. I haven't seen the movie in like 25 years, to be honest with you. What was in the box again? That's what I'm saying, man. I guess I gotta wait for 8 to come out. Are they ever gonna tell us what's in the box? Like, it's so... I mean, that's why Fincher's the GOAT, man. To posit a question, but then not give us the answer, always leave the audience wanting a little bit more. The graduating seniors of Lucid Falls High gather at the Vexington Hotel. Sacco, Tobias, and Quentin wander from the party and discover the spirit lift. Where was your prom party, man? Mine was at the prom was at a banquet hall in town, but the after party was at a barn in the woods. Golf course. This feels good that so many people are saying golf course, because you guys are always on my ass about growing up rich. And my after party was at a barn and yours was at a golf course. That's all. Sometimes the story tells itself, okay? Cornfield, that's my dude right there. Cornfield is my dude. Use arrows or WASDA to navigate. This was the other thing that I was interested in. I don't know how deep it goes into it, but I thought it might have like a little Etrian Odyssey sort of maze-like mechanic to it, which I've, to be honest with you, never really experienced. So this would be a good opportunity to do so, man. How do you know Etrian Odyssey? My wife's a baddie who likes SRPGs. Yeah, it's possible. They do exist. Is Crazy Town's Butterfly the best pop song of the 2000s? No, for several reasons that I will elucidate right now. First, it's not a pop song. It's one of the most rock and roll songs that's ever been made. Secondly, what is the best pop song of the 2000s? I'm gonna go full pitchfork mode, and I'm gonna say Heartbeat by the Swedish pop star Annie. And you're gonna say some shit like, Dancing on My Own by Robin. Okay, buddy, I'm pretty sure that came out in like 2011. So you should really take a look at this stuff before you make yourself appear a fool. Let's put it that way. Pump It by the Black Eyed Peas. You would have loved my Frosh Week in university, bro. My Girls, not a pop song. As Animal Collective, they defy genre classification. Touch the cursed painting or leave it. 50% chance of trauma, 50% chance of 400 XP in evidence. The trauma, if your turn ends with this card in your hand, all enemies heal 5. New evidence file found. Obviously, we're not going to read that right now, but I'll leave that to you to tell me when the video essay comes out that explains the entire story. I love getting trauma from a card. You could! Ladies, you could, if you find out your husband's Valentine's Day card was written by Grok. That would be traumatic. And yeah, I know there's guys out there doing it. Probably some guys in this chat. Don't do it. Your wife's gonna know, man. Your girlfriend is gonna know. She's gonna be like, I mean, he normally sounds kind of stupid, but not this stupid. I knew he was dumb, but like this card is something, it's on a completely different level. Unless your girlfriend is a grok wife, in which case, I mean, then you deserve each other. Canucks rebuild thoughts? Every night that they play, I look at the score and I go, yes, we are losing again. It's actually awesome. It reminds me of watching the Canucks like in 2017. Well, more like 2016, because we basically have like no young players that I care about that much. Online fan base 10 times more bearable when the team sucks. I will say, I understand when Canucks fans hate other Canucks fans. I really don't understand when other teams' fans hate Canucks fans. So I'm like, how annoying could they be? They're annoying to us because we have to like read what they post all the time. But like, why are you interfacing with Canucks fans now? Like, where are you finding them in the wild? Where they're because you're whining about 2011 and calling it rigged? There were some elements that I think I wouldn't necessarily say it's rigged. I mean, they did lose 4-0 in Game 7. But at the same time, some interesting connections between NHL brass and also players that happen to be on the Boston Bruins team. I'm just asking questions, really. How much did they lose by in the other games? I don't know, man. That was like 15 years ago. But like, I don't think it's rigged, to be clear. I also don't think it's a good case to be like, yeah, maybe they rigged Game 7, but there were 6 other games. Like, I see where that probably flies on r/Bruins or whatever, if that's not about UCLA. Like, I don't know if anyone online gives a fuck about the Boston hockey team. College football, very popular though, but having a rough 2 years is one though. 2 years as a UCLA Bruins fan or 2 years as a Boston Bruins fan? I do want to say, and listen, earlier this week, I said, I don't understand all the Patriots hate. It's different guys. They just happen to be wearing the same shirts. But I don't want to hear any Boston sports fans complaining about anything. That's like, you have to know your place to some extent. If you're a Buffalo sports fan, you get to complain. You're in two very shitty boats between the Sabres and the Bills. The Bills can't seem to get over the hump, even in a year where the path was kind of laid out in front of them. And the Sabres have not made the playoffs since like 2006 or something like that. I'm fine with us being the antagonist of every American sport. Well, don't flatter yourself, little bro. I mean, the Dodgers and the Yankees exist. Like, there are bigger villains. In fact, I actually take a little bit more offense that you're posturing yourself as a villain. You just sort of are annoying. Not you, but like your sports franchises. Like, New York and LA are right there. You ain't, like, you might be like, Ebony Maw, you ain't Thanos, okay? Like Thanos, big guy, purple guy, golden glove, 6 infinity stones. You're more like the guy who's torturing, I think he's torturing, Nebula in the movie? Big guy stone's okay. Is 5? I think it's... Shit, you're right. I think it's... No, it's 6, bro. It's 6, because there's 1 on each knuckle, and then there's 1 in the middle. They say that all the infinity stones are important, but there's one fuck-ass huge infinity stone right on the back of the hand that's like 10 times bigger than the other ones. So, I mean, it just... Listen, I got a bridge to sell you is what I'm trying to say. Any recommendations for good food near Rogers Arena for a visiting Krakens fan? People will tell you to go to the Costco right across the street. To be honest, I mean, if you really want to fill up for $1.50, the Costco right next door ain't so bad. Shambar is a great guess, but you want to go a little early if you're going to get some Mool's frites before the game. There is a Korean-Mexican fusion place right next to the SkyTrain station. I think it's called Taco. That I would also, I would recommend it. Good sports food. The Costco does have poutine, and the poutine is pretty good. Some dumbass in chat said this was like Blueprints. Honestly, no disrespect, you might be getting a little baited, but that is really funny. Next comment, this is like Blueprints. Any game with hallways. Any game with hallways is a Prince-like. I like how Blueprints has inspired Zero imitators, because, like, it seems like the process of actually designing and then, even worse, creating that game is, like, so much work. Everyone played it and went, wow, this is incredible, and all the indie game developers went, nah, that's okay. I don't really want to do all that. We still have 1 dodge. We would like to have more dodges. That makes sense. To just kill 1 would be good. Oh, we can get 3 more dodges just like that, though. Okay, Carrie Bradshaw. Basketball me? No one's done this much damage with a basketball since Meta World Peace, man. It's grip strengthener. I think your life is over. We got a Tomo? Oh, we got a Tomo. Dead ass, cutest thing a cat can do. Wash its ears with the front of its paw. 15 gold? You're trolling, bro. It must be percentage based. You said let's hit the parking lot so I can scry your deck. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. I really wanted to draw 1, but that'll do. I gotta tap my pain land because I need a swamp to play my 2. Yeah, she said she... You could totally make The Art of Magic Playing Part 2. Hey, wild person, thanks for the gifted subscriptions, by the way. But also, you ruined it? I literally made it. I end-one'd it. By the way, if you like Outkast, you should listen to Andre 3000's Flute album. Sorry, I'm just trying to fit in with the internet where like we can't bond over anything except recommending stuff to people who just told us they like something. Oh, you like a thing? You should try this thing. You wanted to talk about this thing that you just watched and you liked? Nope, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the next thing you should watch that I've seen that you haven't. How is Chicken Potato? It's every day, bro. Saw Big Boy live a few years ago. There were literally like 20 people in the audience. Was it at Future Proof? They should have invited me, man. I know all the words to Shine Block Us, including which ones I have to skip when I sing it out loud. You know Big Boy? Big boy, but she called me Antoine, so just for fun, I get along with hun. I was young, full of cum, down for the skeet. Given heat, week after week, I'll be seeing the same freak. I'll be damned if we be posing for pictures and throwing rice, maybe throwing up in Vegas while daddy is on the dice type shit. Is that what you're talking about? Memorized rap is white. Yep, that's me. That's me, I'm afraid. Back hair out sick today? No, apparently it takes 2 to 3 weeks to fall off after you get it lasered. But I do like the idea. You know how like guys in the military, they just keep collecting medals? Purple Hearts, the Congressional Medal of Freedom, the Silver Star, shit like that. I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do with the end of my stream titles. I'm just gonna keep putting superlatives there as I earn them. I know there's like a character limit, but like, yeah, I am trying to get on that General Zhukov shit. I'm trying to be Jason Isaacs from The Death of Stalin. We're already Mr. New PC. We're already Mr. No Back Hair. I don't know what's going to come next. Maybe most likely to succeed? Mr. New Hip? maybe one day. They're calling him probably the best roguelike player of all time. Because there's an 80% chance you're dead here. Look at that. It's so easy. It's that simple. The protagonist in a story is always right, and also what the author believes in. Yes! Finally! Someone gets it! I've been trying... Dude! So many people are reaching, especially on a movie like Whiplash. Oh, the point of the movie is actually that Fletcher's evil. Oh, really? Miles Teller overcoming adversity and achieving his dream of becoming a pretty good jazz drummer on a statewide level that's bad now? It's bad to do what you have to do to achieve a little bit of notoriety in a niche field? No, bro, he literally saved his life. Yeah, plus he looks cool as fuck. Exactly. Whiplash is the bear for dudes in marching bands. I don't think that's true. I think that, well, I don't know. I haven't seen The Bear. Is the point of The Bear that like the sandwich is evil? I gotta think about it. Obviously, this is gonna be a slash marker. The spirit lift. It seems pretty good. It seems like it's got a little bit of sauce. Does see the first run I did kind of find myself going through the motions at the end of it, but I think I'm gonna give it a ribbon that says, I think this is pretty cool. 5 bags of popcorn and 2 novelty commander decks, 2 pre-built commander decks from Magic the Gathering, so you and a friend can play against each other. I missed the laser anecdotes, didn't I? I'm sorry to tell you that you missed them and simultaneously there was nothing to miss. Did it hurt? It hurt. If waxing is a 10 out of 10, for the purposes of illustration, if waxing is a 10 out of 10 on the pain level, laser is a 2 out of 10. It did not really hurt. There were a couple parts where I was like, it's very mildly uncomfortable. But certainly did not hurt. I also thought when I got laser hair removal, I naively thought that the machine that generated the laser would be about maybe as big as like an old VHS videotape, and that would be where the power came from. If you have never gotten laser hair removal, it comes from a machine that is the size of a dumpster. And it's so goddamn loud. And also, even when they laser your back, they give you like a big pair, you know the glasses that Larry David's dad wears on Curb Your Enthusiasm? They give you a big pair of sunglasses like that, and you can still see. I was laying face down on a table getting my back lasered, and I could still see the laser, which is crazy. Me when I look in the bowl and I can't remember if number 1's poop or pee. That's one that doesn't make sense to me. I feel like it's hard to forget. I feel like it's kind of hard to forget. Number 1 is pee because you do it more often. I forget left and right politically. Well, okay, if I may, as a Canadian, it's tricky, bro. Oh wait, you go straight, that's right. Keep exploring then. As a Canadian, it's tough because our blue and our red are confused. Or are they antipodal versus your blues and your reds. Our blues are conservative and our reds are liberal. And in the US, it's different. Plus, then you get into the donkey and the elephant, man. I don't know what the hell's going on with the donkey and the elephant. Shit's like a Joanna Newsom song. And then don't even get me started on what the heck is the GOP, man. Got all these insular sort of acronyms designed to keep out outsiders such as myself. Let me think. You're trying to find a way into the GOP? I didn't say that. I can see how you would take that way. Honestly, I think they would love to have me. I'm simultaneously younger than the average member of the party, but also resemble the average member of the party. So I think they would be like, this guy's got everything. Get this guy a Mar-a-Lago face stat. Why would they love to have you? Because they love having Canadians in the Republican Party, bro. Don't you know about Wayne Gretzky? The pride of Brantford, Ontario? Hey, don't put that evil on me. I don't have blue eyes. I have bluish green eyes. What color was your hair? I don't even remember. Dirty blonde. Brown. Real original. Okay, one second. I gotta lock in for the Minesweeper, okay? No politics. Number one rule of chat, no politics. You got Betty Davis eyes? I might have Betty Davis eyes, but you know what? My hands are always cold, man. I don't know what it is, but my hands get cold as fuck. My circulation, I think, is pretty good, even though my Samsung watch is trying to mog me by saying my energy score is 7 lower than yesterday. Obviously, a Samsung watch doesn't know what it's like to have a kid. Raynaud syndrome? Nah, the bazaar is in Apollo's chat, I think. Let me think about this. I've said let me think about this 10 times, and I have just kept riffing. I have not thought about it at all, because thinking about things is harder than talking about things, which is how we got ourselves into this mess. Huge. Then you play chords, strings, we brings, melodies. Look at that. $10. Sherlock who? Sherlock who? Holmes, bro. I told you, Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, these days, I don't think so, buddy. Maybe Sherlock Condo. Sherlock Condos. Extremely bad joke. You guys watch Marie Apartment? That's... I guess the joke is that Marie Kondo got localized to Marie Apartment where I live. I don't know, man. Didn't really put that much thought into it. It is kind of a joke boat. A joke boat, bros. I know, bro's called Holmes, and he lives in a flat. Devastating, man. Even Sherlock's out here affected by the housing crisis. You ever notice every meme is only 2 words? What happened to us as a society? Hello. Disregard currency, acquire females. My favorite meme? Am I a joke to you? We use lucky on a 7. Our luck's getting fucking crazy. Oh, that's true. Oh, really is also 1 word. This is Sparta, 3 words. I'm starting to think you didn't do your necessary research on this one, buddy, and now you're being made to look a damn fool. One of you two is going to be a bunny, but not both. But you could easily, I mean, you could be 4 bunnies for all we know. This is a fucked up situation. You must consider the far left 4. The far left 4? Are you talking about the squad? I'm kidding. No politics. I'm subbed. Why am I getting ads in Arabic? Info. Are you, do you speak Arabic? No? Have you clicked on any links in Discord lately? I do get paranoid sometimes. When I start getting ads in French, I start to go, did somebody from Trois-Rivières, did I click on a phishing link from someone from Trois-Rivières? Why am I getting Nivea skincare ads in French Canadian, man? New Springsteen just dropped. Love that. What's this one called? I was like, think of imagine Springsteen was doing the Sufjan Stevens thing where he did an album after Nebraska for every state. And then I was like, what's one that Sufjan didn't do? Let's say Illinois. Really good. Great job, Brain. Great job on that one. Just for you, 30% off to a sub to northernlion ends in 21 hours and 45 minutes. I hope that your phone sent you a push notification for that. A doctor, I am northernlion. It's a damn truth for a beast like me. Always makes me laugh. Staff, I know you gotta do what you gotta do. But the amount of... I mean, maybe it's actually a great sign for Twitch as a company that they've stopped releasing features that change the website, and every new feature is just like a different way to message viewers that... like with dynamic pricing for subscriptions. Judging for the way things are going in the business environment, that actually seems to be the meta. Instead of like wasting all your time building new features out for the website that cost money to maintain, you could just send a push notification to their phone that's like, we didn't get you at 100%, but if we took it 20% off, are you interested? I'm not being rude, I'm saying I get it. Just to make sure we're all on the same page here. YouTubers changing their thumbnails to maximize click-through rate. You know, I'm there, but for the grace of God, go any of us, man. You're safe, and this should give us enough information to know. Yes, dude! Your fundamentals are crazy? That's what people say to guys like me when we play basketball, so I've learned to take it as an insult. I'm the type of beast who, when I play basketball, people be complimenting my my bounce pass. They'll be like, whoa, good bounce pass. You really extended your elbows on that one. Come on, man. I just want to know what it feels like to like block a single shot once. Just one shot, and then have people go, oh, and then I go like, not in my house. Oh, you thought in my house? You're probably better at basketball than me. If you're my age, there's a chance. My understanding is that like 12-year-olds now are basically like NBA players from my era. So if you're like born in the 2000s, I think I'm fucked. But if you were born in the 80s, I think there's a chance. I know the sushi bit is old now, but I thought you should know after I started HRT, I started craving sushi a lot more, so you might be onto something. What's crazy is that the older I get, the more I start to think that the sushi bit does not work. But I also think it might be based on nutritional preferences. Because I've been craving sushi, I even had sushi last night, but I've been craving sushi a lot more, and pizza, I don't know. I could take it or leave it right now. Maybe it's because I got laser hair removal on my back. But I will maintain that you are virtue signaling if you were offended by it. Because all you need to do is go into a sushi restaurant and tell Minnie, it's so simple. A quick survey with your eyes. How many tables are only women and how many tables are only men? You're gonna see a difference, and if you're denying that, you're denying reality, okay? It is common for women going out with women to go to sushi restaurants. It is not common for men going out with men to go to sushi restaurants. Because of toxic masculinity, males are not afforded the same leeway when it comes to picking a restaurant. You almost have to pick a sports bar every single time, which is yet another reason why men have it harder than women. Because I don't want to go to Earl's, bro. I want to go to Sushi California. What happens with sushi pizza? It exists in my country. I think my country made it, but I've never seen a human being order it. In my life, I've never seen a single person say, I'll have the sushi pizza. Now, I'm not saying it's never happened. I'm saying I've never been next to someone who has ordered it. Calamari pizza hits the spot. Bro, I mean, I don't want to say it, and people will deny this. There is a tier list for appetizers. I'm sorry. Crispy fried meats and seafoods, gotta be S tier appetizers. Second tier, in the A tier, shareable things like nachos, maybe buffalo wings, something like that. Coconut shrimp, it absolutely fits the bill. Potato skins, chilaquiles, something like that. Wings too messy. They hate you for that one, but there is some truth to that. Buffalo wings are a little messy. And like, I don't really care on principle, but it is just one more thing to deal with in this fucked up world. Southwest egg rolls. I don't think I've ever had a Southwest egg roll. Could be good though, man. I mean, I'm guessing it's good because I have seen it on menus. You're also talking to the guy who hasn't had a mozzarella stick, like, maybe in the 21st century so far. Nothing Fried is an S-tier app. Okay, let me guess. Dimitri from that fucking cooking show on Netflix I watched a long time ago that I've forgotten the name of. Oh, I'll have the hamachi crudo. Fuck you, bud. And that crudo's really good. I'm not gonna disagree. Crudo is really good, but come on. At a casual restaurant, you're not interested in getting the fried stuff with cheese? Also, don't make me go down the same rabbit. By the way, you're right, but don't make me go down the same rabbit hole we went down earlier, which is restaurants are afraid of having a sides menu because it looks like, oh, I have to order a side with my entree. The entree's already expensive, so they put all the vegetables into the appetizer section, which doesn't make any sense because crispy Brussels sprouts are not an appetizer. It's something that you want alongside of your entree. I know we've said it before, but they haven't changed the culture yet. Chicken and potato order at the sushi restaurant. Can I tell you, there's a horseshoe theory to white guys at sushi restaurants ordering chicken teriyaki. And I know because I've gone all the way around the horseshoe. First part of the horseshoe, I don't like raw fish, so I'm just gonna have chicken teriyaki. Then you go a little bit further up. Why am I paying money for raw food? I should pay money for them to cook the food. And then you get a little further up, and then you're like, I'm only gonna ever order sushi at the Japanese restaurant. If I'm at a Japanese restaurant, of course I'm ordering sushi. And then, as you go around the other side, you're like, you know what? Maybe we could have one roll and we'll get something off the robata menu or something like that. Maybe we'll have one roll and we'll get like a black cod set or something like that. And then you get to the bottom of the horseshoe and you're like, fuck it, I feel like chicken teriyaki tonight. I love sushi. I've had sushi enough in my life that I trust myself at the Japanese restaurant to go, I don't think it's a sushi night tonight. I think it's a chicken teriyaki night. I feel exalted. Katsu, you're getting katsu at the sushi restaurant? That shit's coming out of the package from H Mart and going straight in the deep fryer, man. You at least get yourself to like a real katsu restaurant instead of, you can't be ordering katsu at the Kimbap Jungkook, man. He knows ball. I mean, 15 years ago, sure, but these days you gotta mix it up a little bit. They got good katsu out there. Yeti, I like what you're doing here with this. The guy who gets Hitachi and Hibachi confused. I do like that. -8 dust bunnies in future offices. I'm getting the karage. Karage kind of always good. Is it chicken nuggets? Yeah. Or popcorn chicken. But karage always pretty good, man. You know what I got when we had sushi yesterday? You know what appetizer I got? I highly recommend. Gomai. Spinach gomai is really good. Shit bangs like crazy. The gomai or well, I guess both. You could say both. I won't be mad. Chicken and leek gyoza, though. Can I tell you something? Wait one second. It has to be here or here. I'm not a gyoza as an appetizer believer. One exception, ramen restaurants. 5-piece gyoza with a ramen goes crazy. But otherwise, outside of a ramen restaurant, I'm not a gyoza believer. If anything, I'm a gyoza as an entree believer. I would rather have like 9 gyoza as part of an entree than have 4 gyoza as an appetizer and then eat like a chicken burger or something like that. They need to open 18 more Dombo ramens in Vancouver, man. I'm sick of waiting in that fucking line. Just go to the new Jinya on Broadway in Granville. No disrespect, you're not a real ramen consumer. You're trying to catch a vibe and that's fine. You're trying to impress a date and that's cool. You won't catch me at Jinya. Ramen's twice as expensive as Dombo, half as good. Same weight, not gonna happen. You see me at Granville and Broadway. First off, many of you have seen me at Granville and Broadway because I'm in that Indigo now and then buying some children's books. But I'm going a couple of blocks to the south, and then on like Granville and 7th or Granville and 8th, there's a little place called the Stable House Bistro. That's mighty nice, mighty a little quaint. You're sort of like locked into the wall somewhere, but that's a pretty good restaurant. Try sukamen instead of regular ramen. I did once, and while I was eating it, I was like, this is pretty good, but I'd rather have some regular ramen, to be honest with you. I always feel bad for that sukamen restaurant. Sorry, it's not sukamen. My mistake, I'm not a real knower. It's Maze Soba. The Maze Soba restaurant that's right next to Dombo in Carysdale, that like the Dombo is obviously bringing the heat to the neighborhood, and then the Maze Soba restaurant has signs that are like, it's different than ramen. Try the Maze Soba. It's a completely different taste. Why did I think that it had to be there? It's a completely different taste to ramen. Kokoro kind of greasy. I didn't know we had so many Vancouver heads, but actually it makes sense. Because I talk about it, which means people that don't live in Vancouver will leave. And the only people left will be people who are familiar with some Vancouver stuff, which eventually means we're only going to have Vancouverites here. And maybe a few Seattle cast-off. And Kingstonians, that's true. We want that $15. What, the 15? I thought it was 5, man. They sat together in the park as the sewage line grew dark. She looked at him as he dropped a shard, a long log to his toes. Wait, Yeti, you got a payoff for that? A long log to his toes. A simple shit of fate, something like that. A simple shit of fate. Brought on, round up by a simple shit of fate, something like that. Hang on, this is pretty good too. I know you're kind of bringing the Reddit to me because now I'm not on the Reddit, but still. Liz Fair pissed off that she got horse armor in the dungeon chest. I want all that stupid old shit like leather and saddles. Okay, but it doesn't sound like she's pissed. Or she's pissed off because she got the armor instead of leather and saddles. Yeah, okay. But that's actually, she was fucking real for that. Sometimes it's nice to get your wife a soda. She opens up the fridge and her favorite soda's in there and you go, oh my god. A simple brown of pants. You might be cooking something up, Yeti. I do kind of, I mean, everyone, they get married to their own bit. I do think a simple shit of fate is just, it's got a certain, an elegance to it. Because twist and shit are like a half rhyme. You gotta be two, which means you have to be one, which means you have to be two. You have to be one. You have to be... We don't fully know yet. Okay, okay. You're a 1-1. You're a 3. This will be 1 and 1, 1, 1. 2. You're a 5. This is big, so you're a 2. You're free. No, wait, wait, wait. There's something here. That must be 1. You're safe. Oh! Mods on r/rateme. Okay, that is actually pretty fucking funny. That's pretty fucking humorous to me. Why am I here? Origin. Don't even pretend you like the existential questions like that. I'll be saying shit like that all the time. You just tell me to shut up. Shut up and play high guard. I just sat down with a brew of Joe. It's like a Weird Al lyric. That's not me saying I don't like it, by the way. Just sat down with the brew of Joe. Just sat down with the brew of Joe. I got my book and my cardigan. It's good, good. Party in the, party in the library. Yes. Party in the library. It could totally work. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's a party in the library. There's 5 left. Oh, wait, I forgot about this part. Okay, there's 2 left. That's easy enough. There's 1 here, and 1... It has to be there. Okay, so there's 1 left here. I believe you're a... You have to be a 1. There's no way you can't be a 1. Whatever. Has to be left. Ah, shut up. Can you cut the steak first? You know what? Just for you. I mean... Oh! Yes! Holy cow, my brain's on a different level today. You can't do that in Mario Party? Well, the thing is, in Mario Party, they only give you 1 axis to adjust. In this one, you can start your mouse pointer in any direction, so you just gotta... I mean, a bilaterally symmetrical shape like that, a biology bachelor's of science holder like me just looks for the axis of symmetry and cuts along that, but I'm a different kind of beast, I guess. NL, any recommendations for Galiano Island? I've never been, but I heard that they have one incredibly awesome restaurant that it's impossible to get a reservation at because it's an incredible restaurant and like tens of thousands of people a weekend go to Galiano. What I wanted to say is like, it's getting restaurant reservations for special occasions is kind of annoying. You really have to keep it on a rolling schedule. Because like last September, I was like, I'm going to knock all this out. I'm going to get my birthday, which is in November, my wife's birthday in January, Christmas and Valentine's Day all at once. It come to find out, like a lot of nice restaurants only release the reservations like 2 months in advance or something like that. And then don't even get me started on Christmas. Because my mom called a nice restaurant to book for Christmas on like December 21st. So it was a low percentage chance. And they said, lady, You know, people start booking their Christmas dinners here on January 1st. And I said, okay, scumbag. January 1st, catch me going to your website. Oh, we don't have tables available for Christmas yet. Check back later. You fucking liar. Just trying to mog my mom on the phone for no reason. She's an aspiring paying customer, you dickhead. But yeah, I'm probably not going to remember until third week of October, and then I'm going to go there and I'm going to call them, and they're going to be like, everybody books here on President's Day, kid. Pissing me off. Do it now live? Well, it's too fucking late, bro. I'm already sorted. Well, you know what? Actually, today would be we should do that. I should set an alarm on my phone. Today would be a great day to book a Mother's Day restaurant if you can get it 4 months in advance. Am I cooked for Valentine's Day? No, you have to throw an audible. Your audible is, I'm going to get some nice food and cook at home. I wanted to make you a home-cooked meal. There's your line. But if you wanted to get into one of the top, X% restaurants in the city, you might be a little pinched on that. My brother-in-law booked 10 reservations. He's going to let her pick. Oh, brother. Motherfucker. Actually, peak idea, though. Awesome idea. Shit, that's smart. This is probably why restaurants these days, a lot of them have deposits. But if you're the type of fella to book 10 reservations at once and let her pick one, maybe you don't give a fuck. It's insane. I hate to say it, but I actually think a deposit at a restaurant makes a lot of sense. Because it stops people from making reservations and then 3 minutes before the reservation time going, no, I've actually decided I don't want to eat there. Oh no, the poor restaurant? Well, it actually is tough out there. Most of the people in the restaurant these days, I think, are doing better than the restaurant. They're going to hate me for saying it, but I do think that that seems to be the read. Back in the blue, huh? Oh, dude, is this Ryan? Ryan, I barely recognize you back in the blue. The blue, huh? So that's where you're hanging out. Yeah. This is Chad from high school. We always wonder what happened to you, bro. Every time the old dudes hang out, we always go, I wonder what happened to that kid Ryan. I guess you're in the blue. No surprise there. Remember when we used to pull down your pants and shove your lunch money up your butt? Yeah. Well, anyways, what have you been up to besides hanging out in the blue? Did you hear about the orgy after the show? Yeah, could be the move. Anyway, take her easy. I killed a bot yesterday named Biden98. That's fucking crazy, man. The idea that the game is choosing bot names based on real player names is so scary. I ain't a bot, so choose your next fucking move wisely, bro. You know what's crazy? They call it most Isley, and when Obi-Wan was there, he was acting most wisely. He was saying shit like, these aren't the droids you're looking for, and shit like that. It's actually not that hard to find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. I think Obi-Wan was not well traveled. I mean, he traveled a lot when he was younger, but I see your point. He did chill by the fucking Dune Sea for a long ass time, bro. The other thing that's crazy, I don't want to get into the Star Wars politics of it all. I don't give a fuck about the sequels, but the idea that Rey becomes a Jedi too fast is so fucking funny when you watch A New Hope, which I did last week. They literally trained Luke Skywalker for 5 seconds, and then bro lands a shot that's literally described as 1 in a million. The dude he puts a helmet on and blocks 3 blaster shots with a lightsaber, and then Obi-Wan's like, my work here's done. Guess I'll fucking die then. PUBG not a roguelike. Permadeath, every run's different. Start with no loot every time. Yep. Sorry, buddy. That's a roguelike. Battle Royales were so popular because they actually are roguelikes. I low-key think you're spitting, and I think if you go to Full Sail College but not in a design or development role, that could be your bachelor's thesis. Why are you laughing? I mean this sincerely. First aid. I see him. And you must be near the other guy. You got him. You fucking got him, you legend. I see you, you piece. Wow! Wow, dude. Fair play. Fair play. That must have been a hell of a shot. Let me see this. Okay, so he peeks out. He's scared. He's scared. I tap him because I'm the governor. It was really hard to tell what happened on the death cam, to be honest. The death cam didn't look like anything spectacular, but... PUBG on roguelike Wednesday is crazy. You know what's crazy? Every other game I play... And sorry, you're right. It is crazy. I've besmirched the sanctity of roguelike Wednesday. We played 2 roguelikes. First roguelike, people went, I don't really like this art. Whole time, hour and a half, I don't really like this arc. Or this art. Room Sweeper, people went, great game. Why is it $32? It should be $21. Why is it $32? PUBG, everyone just says, Pog, great job, Unk. It's $32? That's kind of high. Yeah. You know, Slay the Spire is $30 too. Now you're going to say Slay the Spire is one of the greatest games of all time. Yeah, but like you didn't know that a week after it came out. You were probably posting in your Discord, like, why the hell is this card game $30? It's not $30. Go check, bro. Go check. I'll wait. It's $7 right now. Okay, but I mean in the 3% of the year that things are full price on Steam. 25? Oh, okay, you're going to split hairs. Come on. Is High Guard a roguelike? You know what's funny is that you guys are now, you're right, and you're everything wrong with the world of gaming. Because the day before and the day of, but pre its release, that High Guard came out, you were in my chat going, is he going to play High Guard today? High Guard actually looks pretty peak. It actually looks kind of awesome. And then the second it came out and everyone realized it kind of sucked, now you're acting like you never thought it looked good and you had always thought it was a joke. When you want the drought to end, but it's acid rain. Whatever happened? Acid rain is one of those things we solved. And then idiots like me go, whatever happened to that thing? I guess it wasn't real? Is that one of those? Because when I was a kid, there was a lot of scuttlebutt about acid rain. I got to imagine it's like a Y2K sort of thing, where like, I'm saying shit like it just sort of went away. And then it turns out that it went away because of the efforts of like, you know, hundreds of thousands of people. Bro's whipping shitties in the damn Dacia. It's actually fine because it's salicylic acid. +2. +2. Are you getting on peptides, King? No, I think like I would be virtue signaling if I got on peptides. And the main reason is just that like, kind of just like wash my face with the 10-in-1 soap and stuff like that. And then occasionally, maybe like twice a year, my wife will buy me like a real skincare product and I use that. And then when it runs out, I go back to the 10-in-1 soap. You should start retinol. I think you guys are putting a lot of pressure on yourself. Sorry, Fishtel Enjoyer. The hip-fired MP5. Oh, shit. That's fucking funny. Thoughts on steak frites just being overpriced safe food for people with ARFID. So I think I can't figure out the exact meaning of ARFID, but I'm guessing I know what the A stands for, and the F must be food, and the D is going to be disorder, if I had to guess. I'm going to -2 it, Jason, and the reason I'm going to -2 it, sometimes it's taken me a while to learn how to be normal. Sometimes I go to a restaurant, and I just decide at the restaurant I want some steak, and then I'll order the steak frites. Doesn't bother me. Sometimes I go and I'd rather have the bouillabaisse. I'd rather have the braised sea bass or something like that. But there are times when I go, no, I think today I'd like to have the steak frites. Ordering easy food is probably caused by the cost of living's impact on eating out. Okay, the first question, the hypothetical question was not woke enough. Your spin-off is too woke. We're gonna find the Goldilocks zone here. Unfortunately, because it's cowardice, the Goldilocks zone is people can order what they want at a restaurant. How often you're ordering the bouillabaisse though? 1 in 4 times I go to a French restaurant that has it on a menu, I'd say. What the hell? Sorry, kid. Damn, you were kind of kitted up, too. All right. Guess I'll die. I was killed by a satellite crash, y'all. Who among us hasn't been killed by a satellite crash anyway? Bro, you look like you're from the satellite crash. Yeah, that works. Bro, you look like you're from the blue zone. Say that again. I don't know, anyone else out there buying their kid Among Us? I can read level 3 books right now. Last time I was at the bookstore, I got my kid 3 books. One of them, BJ Novak, this book has no pictures. 5 stars, no notes. Second book, Gibberish. I'm gonna give Gibberish a 4 star. Kid likes to be read the book, but is not as fun for me to read the book because half of the text are like emoticons. So I'm almost doing like a spoken hieroglyphics thing when I read it. Third one, 10 out of 5. Among Us, Who's the Imposter? It has 3 Among Us's on the front. The red one is going. She loves that one, man. This is how you get a Quirk Chungus. She's never played Among Us, but she loves Among Us, which is crazy to me, because, like, to me, Among Us has, don't take us the wrong way, but it has, like, no brand to me whatsoever. Like, the brand holds no cachet for me, but if you're 5, like, just the design of the characters is so iconic. I'm gonna get that Among Us book for some 6 and 7-year-olds. Yes, sir. Does she watch Among Us content? No, but she knows that I have played Among Us, and every once in a while she'll go on her Spotify and play an audiobook called like 100 Tips to Become the Best Imposter. And she wants me to sit there and listen to it because she's like, this will make you better at Among Us. Did it work? I mean, first off, I don't know why I made that sound. Secondly, I haven't played Among Us in a long time. I'd have to imagine I'm better at Among Us now, because you almost like couldn't get any worse than I was last time I played. I wasn't lying. The kids are 6 and 7. Okay, sure, bro, sure, yeah. How bad would it fuck up your whole life if the top meme of this year was 7, 8? I know you'd be doing Affleck face. Here we go again. Mogged. Damn! At it again with the white vans. Decade-old meme? I bet that seems like an insult if you've been alive for like less than 2 decades. I've been alive for like, I guess I'm in like my 4th decade, kinda? In a manner of speaking. Stop, bro! I need clear comms! What are you going to do about this? All right, had to be done. Out of respect for Fish-Still Enjoyer, aka Yeti, I will not be stealing his loot. Botched LASIK ruined my Watch LASIK ruin my life, be warned. I don't believe, like, listen, if this is a real comment, I feel bad for you. I have a really hard time believing that, apropos of nothing at all, you just typed that in chat. I know it's a real thing, I'm just saying they don't have it. But that is the reason that I don't want to get LASIK, is like the 1 in 100 chance that you get like permanent feeling of grains in your eyes. Watch back hair removal ruin my life, be careful. Okay, no joke though, I did see, after getting laser back hair removal, I did Google laser back hair removal aftercare, and then found apparently there's a disease where if for 95% of people, the laser removes the hair, and for 5% of people, the laser makes more hair grow, which is really fucking funny. That if you have a certain subtype of hair, it stimulates hair growth and makes more hair grow. God's got a sense of humor, man. That happened to my girlfriend. That's so crazy. That sucks so bad. Holy. I just love the idea. It's actually like a roguelike item. It's like a 95% chance of doing what it says it's going to do, and a 5% chance of doing the exact opposite in the funniest way possible. Does it stack? Good. That's a very good point. I just keep getting my head lasered every day. Excuse me? Trying to breed a new car? Okay, listen, buddy. You look like you're from Detroit. Hey, rude. Okay, that's also really funny. Not taking offense to Yosefka's clinic, but taking offense to Detroit that's... You guys have seen comedies before, which is crazy, because they stopped making them, but I guess you saw them before they stopped. We need to bring back whimsy. I, low-key, could not agree more. And the real reason that it pisses me off is people go, we have whimsy. We don't have whimsy. We got a lot of goofy dudes. Goofiness and whimsy are virtues that occasionally intersect, but are not one-to-one. Whimsy can manifest itself in very serious ways, bro. Siblings but not twins, exactly. What's an example of serious whimsy? The wanderlust felt by one Sir Walter Mitty. Willy Wonka? Willy Wonka's goofy as fuck, bro. Bro gave his business away to a kid who won a sweepstakes. That's goofy, bro. He's not a serious entrepreneur. My ex's favorite movie was Walter Mitty. Made me watch that all the time. Oh, I hear you. Walter Mitty. Is your ex? What gender is your ex? Here we go. Well, I'm just. I think there's different vibes if a. Oh, have I lost the tire? Yes, I have. There's different vibes, I think, if a man likes Walter Mitty. I guess what I'm trying to say is I forgive a woman for watching Walter Mitty because they don't know that Walter Mitty's a puss. They think he's just like a guy trying to find some meaning in his life. They don't know that he's like a serious beta in a world full of sigmas and alphas. So I'll like give him some credit for that, because how are they supposed to know? It's like the same reason I'm not really fucking with like Mona Lisa Smiles. It speaks too authentically to like the lived experience of a woman. So like I can appreciate it, but I can't put myself 100% in the shoes, unfortunately. But if you're like an unbothered stoic sigma, then, I mean, Walter Mitty is offensive to a guy like me. I'm trying to convince my wife to go to the Yukon this summer. And you're gonna say, why? Never been. Sure, it's beautiful. The summer kind of sucks, I guess. I don't really want to go to a place that's daytime like 100% of the time. But also, that's like when my kid's off from school, so you got to do something. Might as well go to the Yukon or something. If you see Yvonne, tell her I said hi. Okay, fucking Bob Dylan. If you see her, say hello. She might be in... Which one's Yukon? She might be in White Horse. Dude, putting a little too much sauce on it. Okay, I'll say hi, bro. I'm not gonna kiss her once for you, bro. That's between you and her. I don't know what kind of fucked up shit you were getting up to. Dap her up for me. Hello. Don't waste your ammo, bot. Holy shit, the bears in this lobby. Eyes peeled? They were freaking here, bro. Ouch! Slash user. Criminal. Foxtail. User hasn't chatted in this channel. Okay. Well, congrats, Criminal Foxtail. Congrats, Criminal Foxtail, Stream Sniper, who's in every game. Oh, now you're gonna blow yourself up. Now you're gonna blow yourself up with a grenade because you feel bad that you killed the streamer. You're gonna let the bot kill you. Okay, this is even pissing me off more because now I'm realizing how bad the bots are. And that there is no chance I would ever die to a bot. They still have not killed him. And they're standing right next to him. I'm sorry, listen. Stream snipers, if you're watching. If the good-natured and Criminal Foxtail, for the most part, relatively good-natured stream sniper. You can't kill the streamer if you're a stream sniper. And you're gonna say, well, I don't want to stream snipe then. Okay, then stop. That's also fine. That would also be chill. But you have to accept that if you're going to stream snipe again in the lobby, you 100% have to not kill the streamer. Exactly. That's goofiness, not whimsy. I don't think he meant to kill you. He pointed his car at me and ran me over, and not at a single... Like, I'm not... Listen, you're no Matlock. Kathy Bates is fucking Matlock, bro. There were no... there's no burnt rubber on the road. They didn't steer. The tracks were perfectly straight. Maybe if he was looking at his phone. Oh, this shit again? You hate when I talk about Matlock? It's a pretty good show, bro. Kathy Bates is not Matlock. Yo, Ben Gibbard. Maybe say fuck the Postal Service. Hop online for once. Google Matlock. Google who is Matlock. Tell me what the #1 response is. We got to get you watching The Blacklist. I got to finish Sentimental Value. Anyway, I'm going to send you over to my wife's stream. I hope you have had a good day, and I will be back tomorrow. Later. That reminds me, my daughter's been working on her I Don't Care, I Love It parody. She made a hard pivot. It's no longer about food. Now it's about fairy tales. So it's like, it starts with... I had 2 brothers on the very day that I was born. One of them built his house of straw, the wolf just blew it down. The second built his house of sticks, it did a little better. I built my house out of some bricks. I don't care, I'm a pig. I don't care. I had 2 brothers on the very day that I was born. The one built his house out of some straw, the wolf just blew it down. The second one built his house out of sticks, it stood up okay. I built my house out of some bricks. I crashed my car into the pig. I don't care, I'm a pig. I don't care. You're on a different bread, I'm on a bun that's great. You want me on a burger, but I am on a plate. You're like a bowl of peas, we've gotta make a switch. You're like a mac and cheese, but I'm a fish and chip. I love food.